Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Houston SPCA, the campus for all animals. I'm your host, Dr. Roberta Westbrook, and I am going to show you some exciting things today. I know you guys probably have a full belly from yesterday. I hope you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving with family and friends, and we would like to show you what the animals here at the Houston SPCA experience while they're with us. We get such a large number of animals that come through our doors every year with injury, with illness, and sometimes just to find a new home. And you may wonder, when you've adopted from us, what was that pet's history like? Where did they come from? How did we help get them to the happy place that they are in now? And for most of our animals, this is their home away from home, right? This is their home until they find that forever home when they leave here. And we thought we'd give you just a little bit of a behind the scenes tour so that you can see what kind of wonderful work we do here and maybe introduce you to some of the other staff members. You guys see Lisa and I every week, and you probably think we're the only two who work here, but there's a wonderful group of people who are putting in time and energy and love every single day to help get our pets happy homes. And I'm starting here in our Animal Medical Center, and I'm going to take a walk, so come on with me. We're gonna go to our rehoming center. The rehoming center is where pets come in to find their forever home. So this is the beginning of their journey where they're able to get a physical exam, get some tests run, get some blood work done to make sure that they are on their way to good health. So come on. So these are some of our rooms. You can look in the windows here. We have some cute animals just waiting for their happy homes there. And so they'll all be evaluated by our veterinary services team and make sure they're happy and healthy before they go up to the adoption floor. And if you want to come and follow me in here, we have a wonderful team of veterinarians, veterinary students, and veterinary nurses. And in this room, this is our cat evaluation room. So in this room, cats coming into our hospital that are looking for a new home can be evaluated by a veterinarian or a veterinary student. They can have testing done, and we can make sure that they are healthy enough to go up for the adoption floor and see you. So this is our cat evaluation room. Hi, guys. Thank you for all you do. Awesome. Have a good day. So that is our cat evaluation room. We have our dog evaluation room there. So that's our rehoming center. So it's very possible that the pet you adopted from us came right through those doors. Now we are going to head on down to our emergency and triage suite. So what's interesting about this area is this is where all the animals come in through our 24-hour ambulance service. And so those animals are coming in oftentimes in very critical condition, and we get them healthy and find their forever homes as quickly as we possibly can. So let's take a quick walk down these hallways. Any questions about anything?
So what are some other ways that injured animals come to us outside of the ambulance?
You know, we have wonderful community, and people love animals and they want to get them help. And so it's not uncommon for Good Samaritans to find injured, lost, ill animals on our roads and bring them in. And we will take those animals in and take them in just like they would come in through our ambulance service and do a thorough evaluation of them and get them ready for the adoption floor. So we're about to see what's going on in our emergency and triage area. And there's often some work going on in here. And so we'll take a quick little look. This is it. Hi, Melvin. This is our emergency and triage area. So this is where animals will come when they're getting off our ambulance or when they need intense medical care. So you can see kind of in the background, we have a pet that's getting some medical care now. In this area, you will see veterinarians. You will see veterinary students who are learning how to practice medicine in the shelter environment. We work very closely with Texas A&M, and all of the up-and-coming veterinary students and veterinarians will come in and do a rotation with us and help us get our animals well. So this is our workstation here. We have the capability to do all types of medical procedures, including x-rays, ultrasound. We do blood work. We can do minor surgical procedures in this area, and later I'll show you our surgery suite where we can do more involved and in-depth surgical procedures.
Dr. Westbrook, what type of injuries do you see and you treat for animals?
The most common injury that we see, our animals have been hit by a car. So it's really important for us to educate all pet owners to keep their pets on a leash. And if for some reason your pet gets out, it's a great idea to have some sort of permanent identification for your pet. A microchip, a collar, a tag, some way that we're able to reunite your pet with you once they get healthy and well. If your pet comes to us lost, we will hold your pet for 3 days and try to contact you during those 3 days. And after that, we will work to find those pets new homes. So make sure that you have permanent identification for your pets so that we can reunite them with you. But we treat dogs, we treat cats, we treat some exotic animals. We really are a campus for all species, and you never know what might walk through those doors. So this is our emergency and triage area.
And what if someone sees an animal get hit by a car and they don't know if the dog is owned or not? What should they do to get here?
That's a great question. If you see an animal be hit by a car, you're not sure whether that pet is owned or not, and you want to help, I would say bring that pet to the closest veterinary hospital. If you can get into us. We will use a microchip scanner to scan the pet for a microchip, and we will try to trace that microchip. That microchip is linked to the information of the owner. And so we can take care of all of that for you. Don't worry. You just need to get it to a medical center like the Houston SPCA or a local veterinary hospital.
So are you able to do emergency services like critical kinds of things?
Yes, we take care of very critical animals here. Unfortunately, when animals are hit by a car, they can have lots of serious injuries. We do the very best that we can to fix those injuries and rehabilitate those animals and hopefully get them to a state where they are able to be adoptable later. There are unfortunately some times where those injuries are very severe and life-threatening, but we do everything that we can to get them well. Yes. Thank you. We are going to head over to our surgery suite now. So we're going to let these guys get back to their life-saving work, and we'll take a look at surgery. We do lots of different types of surgical procedures. The most common you can imagine are spays and neuters. So we always recommend spaying and neutering your pets. It can help prevent a lot of health issues and behavioral issues. So that's the most common surgery that we do, but we certainly do other types of soft tissue and orthopedic surgeries depending on the needs of the pet. So let's take a peek. What you're seeing now is the inside of our surgery suite. Our surgery team is planning out the rest of the day, what surgeries they're going to do this afternoon, and they're going to get started and get prepped. So in this area, you will see veterinarians and veterinary students as well, and veterinary nurses who help to get these animals healthy and well. Any questions about this area?
So what are some things that the students learn? What's the reason that they're working at an animal shelter?
That's such a great question. It's really one of my passions. I love education and I love shelter medicine. And when we have veterinary students who are currently in school, they're in their 4th year at Texas A&M. They're just about to graduate. And it's important that they understand what the shelter environment is like. As veterinarians going out into the practice, it's important that they understand how to work with lost, injured, and stray pet populations in this type of environment. They get to learn surgical procedures. They get to learn different types of medical procedures that benefit them wherever they're going in their general practice. So let's see what they've got going on. Hi guys. Hello. This is our surgery team here. So we have a pet going into surgery right now. What's this patient going to get done?
This patient is getting a four-limb amputation.
Okay, this pet is getting a 4-limb amputation. I believe this pet has had a chronic injury of the forelimb, and it's probably a traumatic injury that caused nerve damage. And when there's nerve damage, unfortunately, they're unable to use the limb. It can actually cause a series of complications later on if we don't do anything about that. So it can actually improve their quality of life dramatically if the limb is removed. And you may think that that sounds, pretty extreme, but animals do really, really well. And you would never know that they're on 3 legs, and they do great after that.
How quick is the recovery?
The recovery for this type of procedure really is minimal. It's about 7 to 10 days that we have them on pain medications and antibiotics, but most animals do really well in the immediate post-operative period.
How many animals a year come through here?
We can see anywhere from about 40 to 45,000 animals a year. In some years, it may be up to 50,000. And that's because we have animals coming in, again, through our rehoming area, ambulance. Even our cruelty investigations team, unfortunately, investigates cruelty and abuse, and sometimes we bring a large number of animals through there. And Good Samaritans, again, bringing animals in. So we're always busy. There's always something going on. So thank you for your support, because every time you support the Houston SPCA, you're supporting the people and the animals who do this kind of work every day, all day, and we appreciate your support of us. Let's take a look inside the suite. And we're not going to be able to go inside the surgery suite, but what you can do is peek through the window and see what's going on as they prepare for the surgery. We have state-of-the-art monitoring equipment here, so all of our patients undergoing surgery are connected to life-saving monitoring equipment that helps to monitor their heart rate, their respiratory rate, their oxygen level, their carbon dioxide level, their body temperature, their heart rate and rhythm. And we are able to do a lot of really good life-saving work here. We even do dental procedures. So you may not even realize that, but we have the ability to do dental procedures here where we clean teeth. We can even extract teeth that are loose and need to come out for the health benefit of the patient that we have. And so we want to make sure that we get animals into the community that are healthy and that have every opportunity to live a long, happy life.
Actually, how long does it take to do one spay or neuter?
That's a great question. How long does it take to do one spay or neuter? The veterinarians who work here are experts. They do this all day, many days a week. And so we're actually doing surgery 7 days a week, but each veterinarian is doing surgery probably 2 days a week, all day. And so they get really good at it. And sometimes the surgeries can be as short as 10 or 15 minutes. Sometimes they may take a little bit longer, 45 minutes. But these are generally very safe and short procedures. There's always risks associated with any surgery, but we make every effort to combat those risks and prevent them from happening.
And so can the general public bring their pets to be spayed or neutered here?
Not currently. So can the general public bring their pets to be spayed or neutered here? We have a plan in the future to maybe be able to serve the public in that capacity. Currently, we're just treating pets without homes. So these are lost, stray pets, but in the future, we may be able to offer that service. We'll take a peek inside our dental suite as well.
Dr. Westbrook, do dogs really need to get their teeth cleaned?
Dogs absolutely need to get their teeth cleaned. This is our dental suite where we have not only a dental unit here, but we have dental radiography. So this fancy looking machine over here is actually a unit that we can x-ray the teeth of our pets. Just like when you go to the dentist and you get x-rays done and they put those things in your mouth and it makes you feel weird. We do the same thing. Our pets are anesthetized, so they are completely sedated. We can do x-rays of their teeth. We can clean their teeth. We can extract teeth that are loose or infected. You should really be having your pets cleaned yearly, annually. So very much like we go to the dentist once a year, maybe twice a year, your pet should be going to your veterinarian once or twice a year to have his or her teeth cleaned as well. It can help lengthen their life and give them an overall better, healthier life. Great. Any questions about this area? We are going to head to the outside areas that you can see where our animals come in through the ambulance.
How often does the ambulance run?
Our ambulance currently runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So they are always busy. There's always an animal in need. Hi guys.
Hello. What makes the Houston SPCA's 24-hour ambulance so unique in that some people think it's for owned animals?
Our 24-hour ambulance is unique because we accept phone calls from people in the community who have identified animals in distress, who need help. And they can call the Houston SPCA. They can be connected to our call center, our dispatch center. Those messages will be sent out to our rescue drivers. They will go out to the reported location and try to locate the animal. And our rescue drivers go through, hell and high water to rescue these animals. And it's really quite amazing. They do wonderful, wonderful work, and they risk their lives to try to help these animals and get them in so that we can save their lives once we get here. So you are outside of our hospital here. And so in this area, just behind me are parking spaces where the 24-hour ambulance will pull in, and they'll back the ambulance up into this door here that says ambulance only, and our animals will come in through there, and they will get emergency medical care from our staff. So that's where we take those animals in. We also have other species. So whenever we're talking about animals coming into the SPCA, and I say that we're a campus for all animals, we really are. We have chickens, we have goats, we have horses. We'll take in farm animals and we will try to adopt them and find them homes. So it's not uncommon for us to have multiple different types of species. We are on the same campus as the Wildlife Center of Texas, who takes in native wildlife and rehabilitates those animals and releases them when they're healthy and ready. So we really do lots of things here at the Houston SPCA. And again, we thank you for your support. I can't say that enough.
Dr. Westbrook, how about we wrap up at the adoption center where the animals want to go?
Absolutely. If you want to take a look at our adoption center, our goal is to get animals from the hospital to the adoption center. So when they're in the hospital, where you all can visit with them, where you all can get to know them and hopefully decide that you want to take one of these beautiful pets home. And so we'll take a look at that beautiful center here.
And so an animal who has gone, say, through surgery, he or she's been rescued, he or she has had surgery, and now he or she is at the adoption center. That's a lot in a couple of weeks for anyone, whether human or four-legged. What are some tips when people adopt about the adjustment and what they've been through?
A lot, and they are waiting to get settled into their permanent home. And so it's important when you adopt a pet that you give them adequate time to adjust. We always say it takes about 3 days just for them to decompress and understand where they are, that they're in a home. It may take about 3 weeks for them to learn your routine and get used to you. And it may take about 3 months before you see all of their wonderful personality and they're truly at home. So give them that 3-month time period. Reach out to us and your family veterinarian for advice on how to get them acclimated to your home, maybe get them training classes, and no doubt they'll fit into your family right away. So here are some wonderful ambassador animals that we have from the Wildlife Center of Texas. And our adoption center is divided so that you can have a look at all of the cats that we have available that are here in our center, in the center. So we have cats available for adoption. And then on the hallways outside of the cats are dogs. So when you come to our center, you'll be able to freely visit with not only the cats, But the large and small dogs, all you have to do is find an adoption counselor, tell them which pet you'd like to visit with, and they can get that set right up for you.
And is there any special hours, or is it something that they can kind of figure out on the website?
Yes, please go to HoustonSPCA.org. And there you can take a look at our hours, particularly the holidays are coming up, so there may be some changes in the hours. So please visit HoustonSPCA.org. And then also, there's no appointment necessary. So you can just bring your family, friends, come right on in. Face masks are required, but there's no appointment necessary to visit with the pets. So you're welcome just to decide to come right on up. Some of our pets are more comfortable in larger spaces like you see here. So we have this sweet who has a wonderful little apartment here. She gets her own, oh yeah. Yeah, she's having a good time. She gets her own little space there.
And are visitors allowed inside?
Yes, visitors can go right inside and play with them, can pet them. Hi, I think she wants us to come in and visit. Yeah, taking a little back there. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Have another. Have some wonderful pet here. We're just waiting to come visit with you. So take some time, please. We're happy to have you.
Dr. Westbrook, where is somewhere else starting today you can adopt a puppy or a kitten?
Well, you can adopt a puppy or a kitten at Neiman Marcus in the Galleria.
What?
So every year for the 33rd year in a row, we have been partnering with Neiman Marcus to put on an adoption event at Neiman Marcus. There will be puppies and kittens on display at Neiman Marcus in the Galleria. You can see those puppies and kittens, and you can have the opportunity to adopt them. We will be there from November 26th today through December 23rd. So take some time again, come on down to the Galleria, get some shopping done at Neiman Marcus, and maybe take a furry friend home. We thank you so much for everything that you have done to support us, to be with us every Friday for the Pet Pawcast. We're happy to have you. And again, come on down to our campus for all animals. And if you have any support for us and you would like to donate, please go to HoustonSPCA.org/donate and join us for the rest of the year as we save all animals.